Oh shoot, I didn't see. Oh, I just saw. Wow, why did I hit live? Because I just saw the private chats, and then I was like, oh wait, well, anyway.
We're
Mm.
live.
Hey y'all.
Some of us.
Hey, it's Thirsty Thursday. Okay,
Hey.
so, um, hey y'all, welcome back to Mama Loves Manga, and welcome back to another Thirsty Thursday Manga Club live stream. This is the first one in a while, for sure. Definitely the first one of 2022. So, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New
Um,
Year!
so in case y'all forgot who we are, I am Aisha, also known as Mama Loves Manga, and I am here with my wonderful co-host. So here,
Me?
Shay, yes, there you
Hi,
go.
I'm
Okay.
Shay from Shay Geeks Out. I talk about books and manga and all sorts of nerdy things online. It's Chris! Hey!
Hi, y'all. Hi, Chris.
Oh,
Okay, you go.
Hi, I'm Dylan from Dynamic Dylan, and I'm excited to talk about some stuff. It's gonna be fun.
I love that.
Aw, we missed y'all.
Yes. Oh, we're so happy. We're so happy to be back.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
Ladies.
Yes.
It's been so long.
It's been forever.
It has, especially considering the person in the corner, if I can figure out the book right.
Natalie.
Yes.
I've
I've
been
been
4 years.
That was loud, sorry. I got
yeah.
excited.
Hello. I've been MIA for like 8 months, I think, or something like that. It's been a really long time. Hello everybody. I'm Natalie, if you've forgotten or haven't met me yet. Formerly Pages and Panels, but recently, I changed everything in my life again. So now I'm blogging. And yeah. We're just trying new stuff. But I'm still here.
It's good to try new things.
So,
Okay.
do you even remember how to do this?
No.
So, what are we drinking tonight?
Shoot.
Oh,
okay.
dang. I didn't even go get my drink. I'll have
Here's
to
the
go get
thing.
it.
Okay, go ahead. We'll wait.
It's been a while. It's okay.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll start.
Yeah.
I'm the boring one who only drinks water
Listen.
because we
You
need
know
to
what?
stay
Hydration.
hydrated and not get sick.
Listen.
Ever.
Listen here. Same. What's interesting is that I pretty much don't drink anymore. Like I don't buy alcohol to
I've
keep
never
in the
bought
house.
alcohol.
Like
I wish I don't know. I only drink when I'm with people, like
Right.
in like a happy space. And
Yeah.
since the whole like panini happened, there's no room for people anymore. So I'm just like, you know what? I don't need it.
Right.
I just, I kept getting sick. Like not not drinking till I got sick, but just like I would drink and then I'd end up sick from something else. And then so I guess I just like associated that with being sick, and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
And so I just stopped. And I'm kind of like you. Like if Matt and I go to dinner, I might have one, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm good. Now that doesn't mean that I've completely given up all of my vices, because we know what I'm always doing, but but I don't really drink anymore, so it's just water. Got to stay hydrated, all that jazz.
Well, this is.
Hi.
This is
Thank you. I do love my shirt.
New, because usually I never drink, and I'm actually drinking this time.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't drink, but maybe like a few times a year, and it's usually with other people, never just on my own. But yeah, it's always just like sweet wine, which is what this is. We got some red Moscato.
Yummy.
Nice.
I mean, I will say that I am not anti booze or anything like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just don't have like I don't have the urge, and I don't really like how I
Yeah.
feel. Like, and if I just want like something like sweet, something tasty, I'll just go eat a cookie. I'll just
Mhm.
eat a cookie.
I just
And
get sick. I get sick so easily because I get bad motion sickness. So if I get just a little bit like dizzy, I start feeling nauseous. So I usually only have like one drink if I do, and I drink either wine or cider. That's about
oh,
it.
I do like cider.
Cider is so good.
Or
Cider is
sour
good.
beers. If I'm gonna, I do
Mhm.
like sour beers.
Oh, I love sours.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good.
Ooh, what is
Oh,
that?
she got
Is
a
that sparkling?
bottle.
Whoa. Is it sparkling grape juice? Is it fizzy
Yes,
grape
it's
juice?
Martinelli's.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I need to
And
get
I'm just
some.
gonna totally be a glug and not even care.
That is so cute. I love it.
nice.
Happy New Year, y'all!
Yes, I love fizzy grape juice. So, okay, we've got all of our drinks out. Like, obviously, water gets, 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Keeping
What is
us
it?
alive.
Splash
Yeah.
emojis because hydration is important. Um, and of course, wine is going to get some points too, I'm sure.
Mm,
And then the fizzy grape juice, 10 out of 10, all of it, right?
yes.
Yes. I prefer rosé if I'm drinking wine. I like rosé.
Ooh.
Like,
Because
yes.
I like sweet drinks, so like
Yes,
it's like
the whole bottle.
sweetest,
Judge
like-
me all you want. I do not care.
No,
I have
that's
literally
for
drinking a
sure.
whole bottle. That was like the one time I had rosé. I was at a con with friends, and we were all drinking, and they're like, "Here, try some rosé," and I was like, "Okay."
What's
Oh, I'll try
this?
some more. Oh, I'll
is
try
this
some more.
tasty?
You don't
Oh
eat
my
this anymore.
gosh.
This is mine.
Yeah, I'm bad about drinking just straight from the bottle just because I hate doing any sort of dishes. So anything to limit the amount of dishes that I have
Oh, okay.
is
I think
great.
I was drinking from the bottle, honestly,
Okay, I
because they
mean,
were like, "We don't want it here." It's
fair
like, this is
enough.
good.
Yeah. If it's just for me, I'm probably gonna drink it out of the bottle.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I am one of those people. Like, if we have like the cartons of juice
Mm-hmm.
in the fridge, which we don't often, but if we do,
Mhm.
I drink out of it. I absolutely drink out of it
Yeah.
and put it
Yeah.
right back in the fridge.
Oh,
know if
yeah,
I know
yeah.
Rosé
If it's my juice,
100%.
it's my juice.
If it's in my fridge, I'm gonna drink it and I'm gonna put it back. So sorry. Wow. Okay, wait. Let me make sure that I'm not missing any comments. Lots of wine talk. You know, it almost makes me
I would be a
miss
white wine
wine.
drinker, probably Riesling, if I was a drinker.
I definitely, I don't know that I had like a favorite. I did enjoy trying different kinds, but I don't miss it all that much.
Yeah.
So,
Should we talk about the series?
what are we here to
Yes.
talk about? So we're here to talk about Yakuza Lover.
I have
This is,
two.
I feel like we've all, like, before it started coming out, like before it released, we were all pretty excited about it, I think. I'm pretty sure.
The
Like,
second we saw
you-
this cover, we all lost
yeah,
Oh my god, his
Let's be real.
tattoos.
yeah, because yeah,
Though this one is my favorite cover that's currently out.
I do
Volume
love
2
his
is
suit.
like
I do
no
love
choice.
his suit. It's beautiful.
Volume 3, they need a face makeover, but otherwise it's fine.
I need to get the physicals. I have it digital because, like I said, I procrastinated, and so I was just afraid that I wasn't gonna get the physical ones in time. So I was like, I'll just read it on my Kindle.
That's fair.
But I need it. And I'm gonna buy it physically because I want to support. Okay, so who would like to tell everyone what Yakuza Lover is about, and if they don't know?
I can
Not
do
me.
that. Natalie's like, nah, and I'm like,
nope,
bring it
I'm
on.
not good at those.
So in Yakuza Lover, we are essentially following this young girl named Yuri. And Yuri is 20. She's at this party. She's looking for a boyfriend. She's on the prowl. Guys keep coming up to her, and she's like, oh, they're all the same douchebags, and keeps like moving on. And all of a sudden, she stumbles into this room where they're doing a bunch of drugs, getting all frisky. And all of a sudden, she starts to like go postal because they're about to have fun with her. And she's like, no way. I was on the basketball team. I'm about to make you my new backboard. And like loses her crap, all feisty and stuff. And all of a sudden, this Yakuza boss named Oya is coming up to bust up the drugs anyway. And he walks in and he's like, he has this grand Yakuza boss kind of presence. And he just comes over to her. He puts his jacket around her, asks if she's okay, is totally a gentleman to her, gives him her card. He's like, this card is your shield. Give me a call. And like, things go from there. He leaves his jacket with her. So she wants to go give him his jacket back. And things very swiftly escalate from there, and they enter a relationship, and it is their story and all of the Yakuza goings on around them, and how their relationship feels very high stakes because Oya never knows if he's going to survive his next encounter. And so he's always like, if I'm alive, I will see you soon. Like, I'll get a hold of you if I make it out of this kind of stuff. So like it's weirdly romantic and all those kinds of things. So Oya romantic. Is a total stud. By the way, there he is there on the back with his tattoos. Hello, sir.
Gosh. Just this is the kind of stuff that I love.
Like,
the kind of romance that I
like
love.
He's too pretty.
Oh.
Yeah, I love when he looks cute too. Like when he looks like,
Look what happened.
Where's his laughing face?
Oh no.
I tabbed one of his laughs. It was so cute.
Oops, I'll be back.
I think it's in the front of 3. I'm looking for it. I think. Maybe it was 2.
I think it's in 2. Oh, it's right here.
Okay, it is 2.
I got a tab on it. I gotta scoop my tab. Hold on. Like, he's there and he's laughing. How much cuter can this little kitten get? And I'm just like, he's such an adorable man under all the gruffness. And you see his little teeth, but it's adorable.
He's super cute. Like, surprisingly cute.
I mean,
right?
First of all, let's just talk about how y'all know I have a type. And let's talk about how Oya fits exactly into that.
Yeah,
Oya is so your aesthetic.
It's literally like if a Magane character mixed with a Yakuza boss with tattoos and muscles. So like it's
they're so like, and if you look at them, it's like, oh, they're so small they couldn't, but underneath, they're so strong and they could just like fight out of nowhere, and it's just yes. Give it to me. Yes.
They're so beautiful. I love them.
Oh, man. Oh, no. I love his hair.
No, I love his hair in his face.
I do too.
It has to be in his face.
I actually really would like for his hair to get longer throughout the series.
If he gets longer and he goes for a man bun, I'm dead. Like,
oh my god, yes.
Right? I die.
Aisha's gonna pass out if we talk about that too much.
Aisha and I are on the same wavelength here.
Woo! Listen. Okay. All right. Let's
do our rating.
Yes.
So we do stars for story and eggplants for smutty level.
Yes.
Dylan, why don't you start?
Okay, so I absolutely loved this story personally. So this is one of my like favorite tropes in romance actually, is specifically when a character is put in distress or kidnapped. and the other character ends up going to rescue them or go help them, whatever. And I mean, she ends up like half rescuing herself too, which is amazing. So I love that, and I love the aching and the longing between these two is so good, especially with the whole kidnapping story in volume 2.
Yeah, they're literally obsessed with each other.
I was crying. I'm not even lying. I was crying because I just wanted them together. I just wanted them to be okay. And I'm giving this 5 stars. I loved it so much. I honestly, I don't really have much bad to say about it because I just loved it too much. But I only read it once, so maybe on a reread I would see something. But I don't know. I completely loved it. In terms of spice, I didn't really like. I didn't read it because I liked this. I mean, I liked the spice, but like I didn't read it because of the spice. I read it because I love the characters so much. You know what I mean? But that being said, it was quite spicy, and I did like it. Their relationship is just so good. So I guess spice level for me, I'd probably give like 4, and then likes would be a 5. I guess I enjoyed it a lot. So those are my thoughts.
Miss Natalie.
I'm so scared because I'm about to throw like a curveball in this whole thing.
You're fine.
I.
Oh
no! You just seen it coming.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's okay.
I see. Here's the thing. If I read just the first volume, I feel like I would have a different opinion than I have having read the next 2, because the first one I really liked, and I rated it like 4 stars, just the first volume. But as it progressed, I started liking it less, which I will get into the reasons why, I guess, later. But I don't know, overall, maybe like 2.5 for me for like the story and everything. But for spice, I would say like 3.5, like 4. Like those are like good parts to it, but I guess, I don't know if we want to get into all that now, but I really like the first volume, but as it progressed, I think that I liked it less. So
I have
conflicting feelings.
I have suspicions as to.
I think I know why.
Yeah, okay. I do. I think so. Do you want to go ahead and?
I mean, I guess so. I took some notes
into it.
So I like the first volume because, like, I mean, it was like really insta-lovey, but like, you know what? I didn't care about that, and it was. Like she was like really like strong-headed from the get-go and spunky, which I really like. But
I
a thing with that,
as a descriptor
yeah,
for quite a bit.
I like that. Yeah. And I feel like that's a part of what drew him to her. But like as it progressed in the story, I feel like she was losing that aspect to her that like I really liked, and her personality became more like her obsession with him. Like that bit of her just went away, and a lot of it became like her just being entangled with him and constantly worried about him and obsessing over them being together when they're not together. Right. Which, you know, that's not all bad, but I would like. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the group where I like smut, but if it's just them being like in the bedroom, I feel like they're in the bedroom a lot of the time in this story, and there's not a lot of progression of their relationship outside of that. And so I'm not getting the characterization I need to like stay interested.
I get that
story. So especially the third volume, I feel like that whole entire volume, they're basically just in the bedroom. And not much else as far as like the story is happening. Yeah, and like if there's not a really strong plot, I feel like there needs to be stronger character development for me. And I wasn't getting that like aspect that I wanted. So it worked in the first volume because it's the first volume. But as it's
Mhm.
going on, I'm like, I need a little, a little something else to carry me through. But I did like the bondage that came in volume 3.
I like that too.
And I was like, no, if we start adding this little bit in there, it might, it might hang me on to something, But yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Miss Aisha.
so I guess for story, then we'll start with story. Okay, here's the thing. For the story overall, I give it a 3. I think as a huge fan of like the romance genre, like I feel like since I've been reading it since like before I was before I should have been reading it, like when I was a teenager, I just have like a very like high threshold a very high tolerance for like things that you just wouldn't want in real life. Things that just
Right.
like are just like cheesy, kind of like that romance where it's just like I'm here for the smut and for the ridiculousness. And so like when I went into it, that's kind of the mindset that I went into. I was like, this is gonna just be a fun romp. So I think it's easier for me to just to give it a 3 because I'm like, yeah, like I wasn't really expecting like, you know, a super like a super just like engaging plot. I was there for the smut. So
Yeah.
plot or story 3 because it's a story that is pretty common, I think, in like the romance
Yeah.
where like so it's fine. It's fine. The smut, now of course I've read like we've read together a lot of different things. Um but something about this, it's the dynamic for me, okay? It's the dynamic for me. I like it a lot. And it makes it even more like this without that dynamic, I don't know that I would I don't know that I would rate this much that high, but I think with the dynamic, I'm gonna give it like a 4. Yeah, maybe 4.5. Not a 5 for me, but definitely up there because their dynamic is chef's kiss.
Yes.
I do, and so like as far as things that I really like I said, the dynamic. Obviously, I love Oya. He's just like his character design is everything. I love that he is obsessed with Yuri. Um, I do, and I totally get where Natalie is coming from, where we see so much less of her personality, like as the story progresses. Like in the beginning, she is what's her Yuki or Yuri. She's really feisty, spunky, and I really like her. But then, like you said, Natalie, she does like kind of lose. You just don't see that as much. I think that I don't mind that if, and I especially wouldn't mind it if maybe like if we just started out like that, just make her kind of, I don't know, instead of making her feistiness like a huge deal in the beginning, because it kind of sets it up to where you think that's going to be like the main part, but then it's actually just like, him kind of, dominating her. And I mean, that's hot, but like that's more so what it is than I think focused on her being spunky. So it's kind of disappointing. Like I can see where that would be. Why did I think that was my door again? This is the second time to me. And it's like I don't know why that freaks me out. Like that is not my house. Anyway.
Sorry, that scared me.
So with what you're saying, Aisha, I actually kind of disagree with that because just before we're entering volume 3, you see that spunk come back out of her because of what she went through. And she's literally in his face in front of his men giving him a dressing down, and he like picks her up and carries her off. He's like, I will listen to you, but you cannot do this in front of my men. And she's like, I don't care, you're gonna listen to me. So like
Yeah.
It's still kind of there, but we're not seeing it as much because she is so wrapped up in Oya.
Yes.
So I don't think he's necessarily like suppressing her or like diminishing her.
No.
It's that she doesn't have to fight for herself because he's fighting for her. So it's a little bit different.
Thank you for making that distinction, because that's exactly yes.
Because like that's okay. Like that going on is totally fine to me.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like,
and I totally forgot about that scene where she did stand up to that. Was it Russian?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He like bit him.
Yeah.
He bit his finger. And he like thought it was branding. And she's like, no, I just wanted you away from me, you weirdo.
Oh my gosh.
And then the second Oya's there, he tries to like, the aggression tries to pull her back, and she's like, no, get away from me. I want him.
Yeah.
Like she makes it very clear. And then all this, I marked this because I thought it was hilarious. Like when all of a sudden he's like, you have horrible taste in men. And I'm just like, tiny penis energy much?
Yes.
Yeah, small penis energy much. A dull little bird like you doesn't deserve my water. Both of you get out of my sight. I'm like, tiny penis energy?
Oh, is that like
after she didn't want him?
So is that after he like he's makes them bonkers. Or after they leave or whatever?
Yeah.
Aww.
So yeah, my thoughts. Basically, y'all know I talk about this series nonstop. I've gotten all my romance reader friends to read this one. I'm obsessed. I love Yakuza Lover. With that said, it's not without its faults. When it comes to the smut, quantity-wise, I'll give it a 5 because there's a lot of it. Quality-wise, I'm going to give it a 3. So much often, it's like, let me see a nipple. Let me see a butt cheek. Like, why are you blurring that out? Come on. It's sealed. Come on, Viz. Let me see.
Yes. And he just says her name a lot. I'm like, I need you to give some like dirty talk in here, because you know that he has it in him. He has it.
But
he ain't saying it.
When he told her he was gonna shut her filthy
yes.
Like there's little bits of it, but it's not while they're going at it.
Yeah, I need more.
Then there's the time he's like, I'm gonna fuck you until you faint.
Right.
To stop.
That's
I'm just
the
like,
energy that I
would have been like, no.
I think he's been holding himself back, I think.
Yeah.
He is, and you can tell in that moment because later he doesn't hold himself back anymore.
Right. I'm like, boy, she knows her name. Tell her something else.
Right. Because all they do while they're screaming each other's names, like, and that's fine. Do that some. There are other things that can be said in the bedroom, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But
they're also a very new couple, though, too.
True.
At the same time, like, can we just appreciate that their first intimate moment is him going down on her? Can we just Can we just applaud for that? Because I never see that in manga unless you're in a Yuri.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. It's more of a romance novel kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a romance novel thing.
But,
this is very much a mafia romance novel in manga form. That's really what it is. And I'm okay with that.
Yes.
So like I say, story-wise, it's probably a 4 for me. Like, the story's solid. There's nothing wrong with the story. Well, you're in a mafia story, so there's things wrong with the story.
Right.
Like, when it comes to, like, healthiness of relationship and such. But the actual story, when you go in knowing it's a mafia story, it's solid. It's a solid 4. There's not anything to greatly surprise me, but it's not like meh or disappointing. It's solid. It's good. It's good. It's not great. So that's the distinguishing between a 4 and a 5. So essentially, we're settling on a 4 and a 4.
Yeah. Okay.
But for entertainment, I always give it a 4. Because I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like, I honestly don't really like. I guess like we could sit here and like we could pick it apart, and we could like. I don't know. We could be like, okay, well, this was problematic and this was too, and this isn't healthy. But like, ultimately, it's a fun thing to just kind of just take it because it is so different.
I was saying before we started that like the level of obsessed they are with each other in real life is not healthy. That is not a healthy level of attachment to any other human being.
Like she's not working as much
She
as
doesn't
could
work
be
nights on purpose.
on
Because she
purpose.
waits
Just,
around for him. That's a not
and
okay
it's
level
Yeah.
of being obsessed
girl,
with
like,
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
think-
understand you want to spend time with your partner. I get it.
Yes.
And that's okay.
mhm.
But to tell your work when they're trying to like give you a pay raise and give you more responsibility,
Yeah.
you're telling them no just in
Mhm.
case your boyfriend might call. Like, that is not okay.
To be
Like,
fair, though, that is a very 20-year-old thing to do.
It is a very
It is.
20-year-old thing
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
And we do have to remember that she is only 20.
Mhm.
I
And
don't
how old
know
is
if we
he?
ever officially get his
Oh,
age.
I don't think we get his age.
He has to be like
he's
30s at least.
He's probably
I would say like 28, but like
Like
yeah.
if he's that, deep in it, he's got to be much older than 20.
Yeah,
hmm.
maybe.
I'm hoping he's like later 30s at least.
Oh, I would love that for me.
Yeah.
Let him be 35 and her 20. Like, please.
Yes.
I
Um,
mean, I wouldn't have. That's fine.
So one thing I want to like one thing that I like to interpret about it that we haven't really touched on yet is the fact that because he's a mafia boss, he is in danger every single day and he could die any moment.
Mhm.
And so I think that's why she's so obsessed with him, because she doesn't know if he'll come back home. And I don't know. I mean, it is very much like they are like a brand new couple, so
Mhm.
it's kind of
Yeah.
letting you. It's allowing you to extend your belief a little bit so that you can
Mhm.
just enjoy it.
Mhm.
But you kind of have to go from that mindset to where he might not come home. So that's
Mhm.
why she's
And
so
that
obsessed,
is
in my-
mentioned constantly
Mhm.
in the way he
Yeah.
talks. He's like,
Yeah.
if I make it out of this, I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
I'll call you when this is over, kind of stuff. Like,
Right.
Right.
And
Mhm.
I think
That's
it's
why I
like
loved it.
super
basically in the
important.
first volume, they basically like say marriage vows to each other. That's the
Yeah.
level of commitment they give each other.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't the mangaka say like in the beginning of one of the volumes that this is just it's supposed to be like,
Yeah.
this just it's fun, like it's I think
Mhm.
going into it like expecting, I don't know, like Fumiyoshi Naga style like
Mhm.
storytelling and like all of that. Don't go into it expecting that, because then you'll be disappointed, because it's really
Yeah.
not it's really not that
Yeah.
at all. And also I would say don't go into it expecting, at least so far, because we've only read the first 3 volumes, but like I wouldn't go into it expecting like hentai level smut
Mm-mm.
either.
Mhm.
So it's like,
No,
Don't-
it's not hentai level smut.
yeah, so don't
Which is
expect,
why it's like, let me see a boob. Let me see a butt
right,
cheek.
yeah.
Come
So
on.
it's like, don't expect like a super great story, and don't expect super smut, but I do think it's a really good like kind of middling area for people who want to sort of like, I think, dip their toe into
Mhm.
And
kind
I
of-
do think that that's why Viz picked this one up, is because
Yeah.
it's a really good middle of the road. When it comes
Yeah.
to Viz in their shoujo and josei titles,
Mhm.
they've remained very conservative compared to most.
Yes,
Right.
yes. This
So
is
I think
definitely
this
one of the
is them tipping their
spicier.
toe in to see how it's
Mhm.
received.
Mhm.
You know, this is not the new steamship imprint that we're getting from
Right.
I am
7
so excited.
We'll talk about that after we're done talking about Yakuza Lover.
Yes,
But
yes.
like in this first volume, she basically says, I promise to you that I'll remain by your side until your dying day. And he says, I swear to love you until my body is no more. Like they
Which is
basically
super
marry each
melodramatic.
other halfway through the 1st
Mhm.
volume.
Yeah, like you go in there, like there are signs that this is melodramatic, like
Mhm.
like this is soap opera. Well, maybe not soap opera. This is wish fulfillment. This is like, my little fantasies kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
This is like a
And-
20-year-old's fantasy of a Yakuza boss relationship. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
yeah,
And that's okay. Like, it's okay to have a fantasy, y'all. Like, I'm not saying that this is bad entertainment, because it's not. It's great
Mhm.
entertainment.
Ooh.
But yeah, like,
So-
I went through today and reread, and I, like, annotated.
Yeah,
things.
share some of your notes, girl, because
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Sure. Let's start with volume 1.
Yeah.
I wrote down some quotes and stuff from the first volume.
So yeah, when she's introducing herself, I only came here to find a boyfriend. I wrote, she's just so feisty.
Oh my gosh. I wrote down the quote on this piece of paper. Look at this like janky piece of paper.
And, when he's asking, what a gentleman.
Yes.
I put that he
establishes very early that he is out to seduce her.
Yeah.
Seduce me, but that's just me having cheeky thoughts to myself.
Listen.
I'm glad that they talked about it in the beginning. For sure.
Yeah.
I like.
And like right here, he's like, "You're too cute, Yuri." I'm like, "No, that's you, Oya."
Oh my god.
He's just laughing and being cute with her, and then he gets shot.
Yeah.
And then he makes like earrings out of the bullet for her. And
which honestly, I was kind of.
I forgot about that.
I did too. Yeah. And when you said when you said that, I remember my reaction was very much like, what in the ghetto hell? Like I was just like that. I was like, no, absolutely. Wow. Like that is.
And then like the second time he sees her, he's attacking her. And I'm like, it should not feel this romantic.
Yeah. I put a note. I was like, why do I love the earrings so much? I'm pretty sure I'm trash.
And, of course I had to bookmark his tattoo page.
Oh my god,
because I didn't have to say anything. It's just the tattoos.
Yeah, the tattoos.
And her big eyes where she's just like, yes.
Girl, listen.
And then this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Because he talks about, like, I have my pride as an older man. So he admits he's older than her. I'm too shy to show that side of myself to you. And I'm like, this concept has always baffled me a bit. Is it like a cultural thing or just a Yakuza thing? Like, why can't he express his feelings for her? That's weird to me.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm not a man. And I'm also very expressive, so I don't know nothing about that.
I'm a fairly expressive person myself, so like
I feel like he definitely wouldn't be able to act the way he does like when they're alone together in public because of just his position.
That's the only thing. And like this has to be a Yakuza thing.
Yeah, because he just needs to be like taken seriously by everybody.
So right here he's saying, once I grab hold of something, I never let go. And I'm like, at least he warned you.
That's
true. I like that though. As long as I want it, as long as it's consensual.
And then of course the moment he's going down on her, I'm like, yes, prepare her. Because I think we forget sometimes she was a freaking virgin.
Oh yeah. I did forget. Hey, what am I doing with my shirt? The struggle. Okay.
And then this page, like Natalie posted this on Instagram too. Like this page is just too beautiful.
Oh yes,
like
I do love that.
Backgrounds are really great in that series too.
Yeah, I really like the first.
Let me have all of you, Yuri, and I'll keep driving you wild. And I'm just like, oh, too gorgeous. And then that's the moment he gives the bullet earrings.
Yeah, that's so funny to me. I forgot about
that.
I would be like, sir, if you don't get this out of my face, like I didn't think it was romantic.
And like right here, this moment, I'm like, show me more. You have purposely covered up her breasts. Why can't you see her breasts? Like, just let me see it.
Take them titties out because I really need to see it.
Oh my god!
And then she goes to that like club to like be a like hostess, and like it's his club, and she gets busted.
That whole scene, like that whole scenario was hilarious to me.
Like this, add up all the money they would have spent on Sakura, I'll match it. And I'm just like, you're gonna drop a whole ton of money, sir, because that was a lot of men invested in your girlfriend.
As he should.
And then there's the whole like fireworks going on in the background, and they're going at each other. This is a little bit of dirty talk, thankfully. On your heart and body or mind, it feels so fucking incredible. Like, there's little bits of it, but I want more. But then he's really sweet. Like, all I see right now is my sweet girl. I'm like, the duality, sir.
We stand a king who can do both.
And one thing that came up in the end of the last volume that I really appreciated, it's after they've like spent a day doing all the lovey-dovey things on their like first date. And she asks him, "Are you sure you didn't hate doing all those lovey-dovey things with me today?" And I'm like, considering her lack of experience with relationships, I'm really glad this conversation was even brought in. Because she's 20. She's not been in a lot of relationships. She was a virgin, and now she's in this like all expense paid road trip with Oya, essentially. Like, and so like she doesn't know proper behavior and stuff. And so I'm glad that was brought up. Like things like that. Can we get more of that and actually have them develop their relationship a little more? And that's all for volume 1. Let's move on to volume 2. Volume 2 has many less, though.
Hello.
I like this.
I like this.
No one invited you. Go away.
Yeah, this right here. He's like, if you don't stop acting so adorable, I'll fuck you so hard you'll faint. Let's stop here. I'm like, sir.
When I tell you, every time he said things like that, I was just like, okay.
Keep going, then. Yeah. That's where I was at.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. That's.
And then we have this moment where she's like, I've decided I'm going to be a woman who's worthy of you. And I'm like, I really think in all of our relationships, we kind of reach that moment where we feel like we have to like step up to match our partner and like be worthy of them. At least I felt that. And so like, I think that was a pretty natural thing for her to like feel considering his position.
Yeah. We're just like all waiting for Shay to read her notes. Like we're like the students who didn't do shit. We did not understand the assignment, and so
I have a couple scenes.
Oh, it's just me.
All of my notes are,
and her like different. This is her like being, I'm only gonna be with Oya. I'm like, I'm a monogamous too. See, I've always been that way. Like I've never been able to date more than like maybe 2 people at a time because like it just always felt like icky to me. I'm a very like, I'd rather focus all my energy on one person kind of person because that's just my personality. I have lots of friends who like have multiple partners and stuff, and like kudos to them. I just would feel like I'm neglecting somebody, and so it's like a internal thing. And then there's the moment where he like is going to like mark her in front of him over the mark that he made on her. Because he says, I need to replace all those painful feelings with good ones. I'm like, publicly possessive. Here we go.
One of my favorite parts, I think it's before that, maybe after. I can't remember. It's kind of the middle. So it's kind of the the gay thirst trap.
Yeah.
No one except me wanted, but it's never happening. It's when he goes and like fights the guy who kidnaps her.
Yeah.
No,
like and then I have says, like the next page all
now it's my turn to have fun. And I was like, no one else wants this, but I do.
Wait, which character?
The guy who kidnaps her.
Okay.
Finally like gets his revenge. You don't see it.
Yes.
But he gets his revenge, and I wanted to see it.
Yeah, because all we're seeing is her obsession while she cries in the room that she's locked in by his men.
Yeah. She's like a wine cellar.
Keep her safe.
Oh
wow, Starfruit. Hi.
Hey, welcome to the Thirsty Thursday stream.
We're showing all of our favorite scenes.
And then this is the moment where he's like, I will not let you berate me in front of my men. And she's like, hey, put me down. You think I care about your men? Like she's going after him.
I forgot about that part. See, this is why.
And then like he just sits there and takes everything she has to say because he can't comfort her. And so like this moment was so needed because she needed a chance to like truly tell him what happens to her when he's gone like that. And so they needed that. And then, of course, they bang it out and they're fine. Volume 3!
Yay!
Because I
They
annotate
love when they're
things.
fine.
And then all of a sudden, like, he's like, Yuri, wait. And she's like, nope, I can't wait. And he had said the exact same thing to her, I think in volume 2, maybe volume 3. And I'm like, payback, Sir Oya.
Yes.
And then she's like, faster, do it faster while they're in the shower. And I'm like, practice safe shower sex, please.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess don't use oils that are going to be slippery, maybe. I don't know.
You know, like their level of obsession. She's like, please stay inside of me, even if I pass out. And I'm like,
oh, I know.
I understand that they just went through a lot of scary stuff, but this is a little over the top.
See, for me, I liked.
See, I thought of Asia when that happened.
Still love it though. I can admit that it's a little over the top, but I still love it.
I'm like actually starting to. Okay.
And you know, this is like when he tells her, like, I've just made an example of what's going to happen if anybody touches my woman. I'm like, yes, protect me, senpai.
That's what I want.
Because that is the level of cheeky that I was when I read this afternoon. So I like that, like, now he's like, okay, this is our place. You can come here. I will come here as often as I can. And it's just one of those things, like, I wish he would have included her in the choices and in the discussion, because that would have been healthier. He could have said, hey, I want to buy us a house. Here are 5. Choose your favorite. You know, like, he could have still, like, done most of the legwork and then just surprised her with it. But, like...
Hello.
Yeah. I'm like,
exactly. It's not.
And then we have the, no, you can't take it off until I say you can take it off. And I'm like, this is a little extreme, but considering the relationship, it works.
I'm okay with it.
I was okay with it.
I'm like, please.
Honestly. And then I made a little note, because we have another character introduced at the very end of the volume. And like, I'm ready to meet this new guy.
Yeah, yes. I forgot
because he's so Dylan's type. I'm surprised Dylan hasn't mentioned
it.
He's a little bigger, a little broader.
Yes. Let me find him.
And then we have the after story where they're like love biting each other, and I'm like, this is a little much for me. I would not want to be covered in love bites ever. But like, I liked the little like moments where we got his perspective on things, because it just sweetened the story a little bit.
This man.
Yes.
Oh.
I want that sword.
I'm like, I need the next volume because I need to meet my new
That's
daddy.
why, yeah, I was like so mad that we had this much story, like extra stories, and I was like,
it was a really short.
You're teasing me with a daddy right now.
It was like 3 chapters.
What's wrong?
Third volume.
So short. I was kind of like, wait, is this the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, volume 4 comes out in April. So I believe, or is it March? It's April. I don't remember. But
that's a good one.
Let me look it up.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I believe there's going to be like 10 volumes also. Which when I looked that up, when I was like 10, I'm like,
that's
no offense, but if they keep banging how often they do in each of these volumes, they're gonna have to really amp it up for it to go 10 and
something
still be like
some chains and whips are gonna have to be incorporated
for it to stay, you know.
Oh my god, what if they had like a side chapter just about the daddy we just saw, and it's like all about him and his woman or man.
Listen, I want them. I'm pretty sure this would never happen, but
March.
It's March.
If they
can cover, oh my freaking heck. It is so stunning.
Do we have a pick for March?
Yes. Yes.
Because I know we have one for February. Wait. Yeah.
March. I think it was February. Yeah. We have February.
We do. In April.
Yeah, we do March. We have
Do we have
March. Or no, wait.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know
Weren't
anything
we
about
doing
March.
no.
doing-
DFI we're doing in April
Oh, it's
Yeah.
April. Oh, is it April?
because I wanted to
Mhm.
give people time to actually pick it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
So
But March, I don't think we've picked yet.
okay. Just we'll keep if this is because I want to know more. We could like sneak it in. We could sneak it into the like sneak episode or like volume 4 into the conversation.
So I did
Whatever.
drop a link in the chat to the cover of Yakuza Lover 4 because oh my freaking
It
heck,
is
it is
very
so pretty.
gorgeous.
It's like teal, and you see her in a dress that's got like an open back, and like he's getting ready to kiss her. Like, yes,
Yeah, she's stunning.
so good.
See, okay, my camera is really trying to play me.
But no, like I love Yakuza Lover, despite my like quote unquote complaints or like critiques of it. Like I still give it 5 stars. I still love every second of reading it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
And I am legit obsessed with it.
Yeah, I definitely think it's great. I guess like you said, those things that could be complaints. It's more so like I would even just call them trigger warnings for people, rather than complaints, because it's not a complaint for me, honestly. Like this is the type. Well, I like all kinds of romance, but this is one of my favorite kinds. Okay. And so yeah, I would say trigger warning if you don't like certain tropes, and
You have to know that they're obsessed with each other to a level that in a real relationship we would be intervening and like being like, okay, this is not healthy, get out.
It's like you can't be skipping work, like
right. In fantasy and in fiction, it's fine. It's entertaining and we understand what's going on. If this were really happening to any of the 4 of us, the rest of us would be intervening and making you move. Like it would not be okay. Like we would save you.
Can you imagine?
Just
Hey y'all, I'm moving. Like no,
I'm moving to Oklahoma. Actually,
move here.
I'm gonna be Aisha's new child.
Yes.
Well, not child. I'm not a child, but new friend. I don't know.
Live with me.
Actually, it would make more sense to go to Shay, but oh well.
Honestly, like I'm gonna be cleaning out my spare room. We can just make it your room instead of an office.
Yes. I would love that. That'd be great.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So, do we have any final thoughts on Yakuza Lover? I know I've seen people mentioning the art in the comments.
I love the art, except for the facial expressions when they're owing, because it's not my favorite.
I don't guess I really paid. Honestly, I don't know how much I paid attention to.
Because basically, it's these faces, and I don't love these faces.
Yeah.
Like.
I like the more like
I know.
sweeter moments.
So outside of that, I really do love the art. I think their body shapes are proportional and like really good, really well drawn. His tattoos are amazing.
I'm laughing because she doesn't look like she has lips at all.
Right? That's almost as bad as Bad Boys Happy Home, where they don't draw detail on the teeth. So it looks like just this white band underneath their lips, and it's weird to me. Like, I love the story, but that's like the weird thing in the art for me. And that's like all I see. When they're like smiling a teethy smile, you just see this like plain band, like no actual definition in the teeth, and I'm just like, I don't love that look. But the rest of the art is truly fantastic.
It is.
Yeah, I do like it. It's nice. Wait, hold on. What did we miss? What did I miss? Did I miss something? What if I didn't know?
Oh, like not I'm not sure.
We all short-circuited. We have no idea.
I'm like, dang it, what the heck? I feel like I missed.
Will you highlight that last comment for me? Because that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, the way that their bodies are drawn, they're very proportionate for a Japanese couple to me.
Yeah.
He's not this
Yeah.
overly muscular brute of a man. He's a very slim, good-looking Japanese man with amazing hair.
Mm.
I also love the little chibis that we get once in a while.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I get it.
They're
Okay,
funny.
see, sorry, I get that now.
No. Like we, yeah.
Anyway, I had a complete. I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, she still lives at home. We've seen her brothers.
Oh yeah, that's
We
right.
have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why did they checked in with her when she went to the store one time, and I was like, where did they
She
think
wasn't
she is
really
now?
at the store, she was with him.
She's been gone for so long now. Like
Right.
where do they think she is?
It's been a little bit since
That
I
was
read the
the
first
other
volume.
thing. Like there was one time where she mentioned that she like turned off her phone. I think it was in one of
Oh
the side
yeah, I
stories.
remember that. Yeah.
That I'm just like,
Right.
why isn't your family intervening here? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Or have you just told them that you're moving out and that's why? Like
maybe they don't even notice because it seems like she's not over there all the time. Like we only see her when she's there, but like there's got to be like downtime in between.
Yeah. And they looked older
Surely.
too. Like her brothers look older.
yeah, I think her brothers are older.
Yeah. I mean,
the way they treat her, they're like older brothers.
right.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe it is a cultural thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, because I feel like here you turn 18 and they're like, all right, you're
peace out.
Yeah.
But they usually stay home with their family until they get married.
Yeah.
Right? That's usually how it happens.
Common.
Unless they live in like a dorm in college.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I can understand why that genre is hit or miss because I've also seen other people expressing like their kind of issues with the genre. And I totally get it. I think for me, especially because like I don't really know all that much about the actual Yakuza culture, it's easy for me to just kind of read it and then like not really think too hard, I guess, about it. So
yeah, I try not to think too hard about most manga.
There's another Yakuza series that's coming out from Kodansha that I also quite like. It's called Boss Wife. It's a little less banging as plot. There's actual plot in that one. So if you're a plot-driven person, you might like Boss Wife better.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
So I was gonna say afterwards to Natalie that she might want to try that one instead anyway. So I'll just put it out here. Just because I feel like that one is more focused in its plot because they're actually childhood friends who get reacquainted because when he had to go into his Yakuza life, he kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
And like they had met working at the same place. So it's not like they were, and she had this big old crush on him. And so when they get reacquainted, it's actually because her dad has defaulted on some debts. And so he's come to kind of help collect on debts. And then he realizes it's her. And instead he puts like her family under his protection and things kind of move from there. So it is actually more plot focused. And so if you're somebody who is a plot driven reader, that one will probably hit better for you. And I feel like it's also a better like real look at what the Yakuza world would look like. As opposed to this one where it's just like we're only briefly dealing with Yakuza stuff. Where this one, like, she has to marry the guy. And so they're in a marriage of convenience, essentially. So she has to, like, go to all of the formal Yakuza dinners dressed up as his partner and all those kinds of things. So you get a better look at the Yakuza world in that one. So it depends on what you're reading it for. If you want banging as the main plot, Yakuza Lover is where you're at. If you want a more not banging as your plot, then Boss Wife will be a better fit. And like he also has big, beautiful tattoos. There's a lot of that that's still very similar. So like I would recommend giving that one a try as well.
Yeah. Granted, I mean, we did like
there's quite
it's
a
only
few
3 volumes so far.
Aren't there, Dylan?
What?
Huh?
They're talking about how Twittering Birds is a Yakuza.
Yes.
Oh,
Isn't that
I-
not a Yakuza in Brazil?
It is. I love Twittering Birds. There's a lot of trauma in that one, just to warn you, but it's very good. There's more. I feel like there's more Yakuza stories in BL. I've read a couple.
Mhm.
Is I don't remember. There's one from June that's like older, called Men of Tattoos, which is kind of hit or miss. It's a short story collection. I love Twittering Birds. Was Knights Yakuza?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's
Actually,
been a
no, I
long
have
time.
it. It's in my closet right now. But yeah, I recently did like a whole like move. Anyways, but yeah, that one is. I'm pretty sure it's at least some of the stories in it are centered around Yakuza. I'm
I
not
thought
sure if
so.
all of them are, but I'm pretty sure because
Oh,
it's the same.
I have another one. I just realized. Starting with a Kiss is also Yakuza. That's from Yukanita. That one's really good. That one's really, really good. And it's one of her or their only like completed series we have in English.
Oh
That's
yeah,
like
Jealousy is Yakuza
good.
also.
Oh, that's
Oh, it
right.
is.
That
Oh, it
one
is.
that one I have thoughts on.
Oh.
I haven't picked. Listen, I haven't picked it up because that one is. It's a
I haven't picked it
spin-off
up because
of.
I've heard not so great things.
Because Jealousy is a spin-off
It's
of the
um
other one
Fourth
that
Generation Head.
that I
Wait,
was on the. I had feelings. I had opinions about.
yeah, Jealousy makes that series a little
And
worse.
because Jealousy centers around the guy in fourth head or whatever that I
Yes.
despise.
So yeah,
Okay.
No, that's
Jealousy
why I have not. I
follows
was like, no.
the father of the main character in Fourth Generation Head.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's I enjoy aspects of it, and I really liked Fourth Generation Head, and then Jealousy was like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I liked it at parts. I didn't like it at parts.
I really wanted to I liked everything except for that one character. I hate him so much.
And he's the main character in Jealousy.
I hate him so much. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Like everything else about that story, I loved, but I hate that man. I hate him. I can't even do it. I cannot. Ugh, I can't do it. I really just hate that man so much.
All right. So do we want to mention what we're reading for February?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
I already forgot.
we're gonna be reading. Do I have it with me? Yes, I do. My BL shelf is right here. Of course, I have it. Oh, it's YouTube. Fuck it. We're reading Birds of Shangri-La.
Yay!
Yay.
YouTube doesn't care. This isn't TikTok.
Are we reading the first and the second one?
Yeah,
just the
I
first?
believe so. Yes, I have.
We'll do the first two because they're both out.
These two.
Ooh. Oh, and somebody's asking about Steamship, so we don't forget.
Yes. So, Steamship is the new shoujo and josei imprint from Seven Seas, and the title list that we're getting is fantastic looking. It looks like we're gonna get lots of good smutty stuff.
We're getting a pegging
over
manga.
there.
Yes.
Pegging.
The Monster Boys. The Monster
Boys. Like, we're getting all the good stuff. So believe me, once those start coming out, we'll be Thirsty Thursday. Then don't worry.
I'm so this is the year of josei. This is it. This is
it is.
Listen, the shoujo and josei girls are coming for that ass. Okay,
yeah,
boys.
Yes, we are.
Bye, boys.
So yes. So be on the lookout. Look at Seven Seas Twitter if you haven't yet, because they have all the announcements over there as well as on their Instagram. So you can definitely go look, pick out your favorites. I really want to do the monster guy one, like where it's a bunch of different creatures. It's like a reverse harem.
So ready.
I totally want to do that for Thirsty Thursday because I think it would be way fun to explore.
I'm so
we can pick our favorites.
Yes. Like
Oh,
Monster Boys, yes.
we
Let
could
me
have
just
a
look up the
Monster Boy
title real
fight.
fast.
Oh, look at us.
Mm-hmm. Wow, not me trying to drink out of this. It's not even open. This is we've been here.
I'm on like my second glass of wine.
Struggle. Anyway.
It's called Outbridge, Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the
Beasts. Basts. In this reverse harem isekai romance, a young woman named Mashiro is reborn in a fantasy world inhabited only by men and suddenly finds herself with 4 supernatural suitors. These handsome men with fur, feathers, and horns call themselves gods. She's now the sole human female in their world, so they all want her to bear their children. As if that's not enough, the air of this new realm is permeated with a poison that only a god can suppress with a kiss.
yeah. See.
So yes, give it all to me.
I'm so excited.
This is the kind of stuff that Steamship is going to have, and I'm here for it. So with that said, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, this has been
It's been so fun, and we're so happy Natalie was here.
Yes, we're so
Yay.
Yes,
happy.
Natalie.
Yes, thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with us. We've missed y'all.
Yes.
I've missed hanging out with y'all. Like the 3 of you, I've missed y'all. It's been really fun. Like it's just so fun. This has been fun. I've missed it.
I know.
So
Me too.
make sure that y'all go and follow if y'all haven't already. What are you doing if you haven't already? After this, like, how long has it been? Like 2 years?
We're in our 3rd year. Yeah.
3rd year.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, we started our 3rd
That's
year
crazy.
Thirsty Thursday.
Oh my gosh, we have got to this year. I think we talked about it one year, but like the very last one that we do, we have to talk about our favorites of the year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Yes.
forgot to
We
do that this year.
should. Also, we really need to try to facilitate an IRL meeting at this point.
Yes.
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 It's been how long?
Well, the great panini happened and slowed everything down on
It
that.
sure
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm.
It sure
Mhm.
did. But anyway, we'll get it together. But anyway, so yeah, thank y'all so much for being here with us, and we'll see y'all next month when we read Birds of Shangri-La.
Yeah, we don't know whose channel it's going to be on yet, but we'll let you know as soon as we know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put links in the description box
Down there.
in a timely manner.
Yay.
When it happens.
Yes. Yes. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.